guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun tutorial and demo and swatches of the new BH Cosmetics February Amethyst palette. BH Cosmetics is coming out with a series each month based around birthstones, and this month is the Amethyst palette. The January Garnet palette really didn't speak to me, but when I saw that this was being released, I thought this was just a really fun color story. This is the color story. It's just like a really nice pink color story with some pops of blue. You have that rose gold pressed glitter down in the corner, and then that really pretty purple metallic shade. I will go ahead and pop in swatches here. So I'm going to show you how I achieved this look, and then we are going to talk about my thoughts at the end of the video. So if you are excited to see a look using this cute little palette from BH Cosmetics, go ahead and grab your coffee and let's get started. I already have my base and my brows on. I have a little bit of the Colourpop I have a little bit of the Colourpop Luxe lip oil on. This is in Skinny Dip, just to give my lips a little bit of moisture, but I'm so excited to pop into this amethyst. I had to think about that. Amethyst eyeshadow palette. So the first shade, I'm going to go in with this peachy shade here called Humble. And I'm just going to pop this into the crease to start kind of defining my eyelid. The shade is definitely coming off more pink than peach on me, but I'm not mad at it. This palette definitely leans more pinky, so that is fine with me. Okay, so that just blended out like really easily. I'm really impressed with like the new formula from BH Cosmetics. I recently just placed an order for this palette. And then I also picked up the Blueberry Muffin palette, which I've used once and it was incredible. And then this Lost in Los Angeles palette that I haven't dug into yet. But the new formula is so nice. I've had a BH Cosmetics palette before, and it was like this little tiny circle pans, and it was fine, but it wasn't anything that I was like excited to use. But this palette I have been looking forward to since it launched. Okay, so that shade blends out really nicely, and for being a peach shade on my skin tone, it really like shows up really well. I don't have a primer down. I just used like my concealer and set it with some powder. Okay, going in with a smaller brush here. This is the Colourpop E17. I'm gonna go into this shade called Clever AF, kind of like a pinky mauvey deep shade, and I'm just going to put this on the outside corner of my lid. I'm just tapping it in to get the pigment down, and then I'll blend it. Okay, so a little bit more pinky than like I would expect from what is in the pan, but I honestly am not mad at it. I think it's really pretty. And I'm going to use the brush that I used with that first shade and just blend those two together really lightly. Taking another small brush, this is the Colourpop E19, just a small pencil brush, and I'm going to pop into this shade called Lil Sexy. It's kind of a hot pink shade, and I'm also going to put this in the very outer third of my eye. I'm going to take my first shade again in that peachy humble shade, and I'm just going to run that over my crease again just to bring that color back out and blend those shades together. I'm going to actually use the pressed glitter that is in this palette. It's a very like rosy pink shade. I am gonna use some glitter glue. This is just the one from Too Faced. And I'm just going to set that on my lid to kind of hopefully avoid too much fallout. And then I'm just gonna go in with my finger in that pressed glitter. Oh my goodness, so pretty. And just push this into my lid. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. This is such a fun like Valentine's Day look. I didn't realize that this was gonna be so pinky, but I like it. That is so pretty. Very nice. I'm gonna take those two shades again, the Clever AF and Lil Sexy, on that brush and just kind of build that up out here and blend the glitter together. And then taking that big blending brush again and just going over everything to even it out. Just for the sake of like using the colors in this palette, I'm going to take this color right here called Superstitious. It is a matte like magenta shade, and I'm going to kind of go out of my comfort zone here and put that on my lower lash line. That's super pigmented. And finally, I'm going to take that big fluffy brush on that peachy shade and just kind of use that to blend out the edges and bring everything together. Yeah, this is definitely like out of my comfort zone, but I'm kind of loving it. I'm going to take the highlight that I use on my face today. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome in the shade Molten Rose Gold. This is like more of a pinky highlight. I'm just gonna pop that in the inner corner because there's not a inner corner shade. I guess maybe I could use the blue go over that highlight with this shade called Rebel and use that as my inner corner. You guys, I'm like really going out of my comfort zone here. Oh, that looks really pretty actually. You see that? There's a really pretty like icy blue shade. Really pretty. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness. My husband's gonna be like, what are you doing? I'm definitely like a neutral girl, but I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm okay with like doing a little experimenting. Okay, so the only shade that we didn't use today in this palette is this deeper brown metallic, or brown, this deeper purple metallic shade. But I definitely I really want to use like this shade and the blue shade together. I think that would be really pretty. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're following me on Instagram because I'm sure it'll be an Instagram tutorial video type thing. That is the final look using the new February Amethyst palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm gonna go throw some liner on and some mascara and a lip product, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the final look using the BH Cosmetics February Amethyst palette. So I finished the look off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. I really enjoy this. This just glides over shimmer shades really well. It's still pretty opaque. And then for mascara, I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. And then for lips, I went in with this Colourpop Lippie Stix in the shade Little Tings. Just like a really nice pinky shade. But then to like add a little bit of nude-ness to it, I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. So that is what I have on the rest of my face. I really like the way that this palette performs. Like I said earlier, we used every color in this palette except this deeper purple metallic shade. This look is definitely out of my comfort zone, but I'm kind of enjoying it. It's a pretty colorful look without being like too much. I thought these shades performed really well. They did pull a little bit more pink on me than I was kind of expecting, especially this peach shade right here, but I'm not mad at it. It is a really pretty color story anyway. I feel like this would be like the perfect Valentine's Day look palette, just because you have these pink shades here, you have the purple and the blue if you didn't want to do the pink. But I really enjoyed this. I'm kind of excited to keep playing with it. For $9, this is a really fun palette to pick up. Okay guys, that is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching today's demo and review of the BH Cosmetics Amethyst palette. I'm super excited to have this in my collection. It's definitely something that will get me out of my comfort zone. If you liked today's video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you go. Also, make sure you're following me on Instagram for more content that you won't see here, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!